So let's talk about this song holistically. Yeah, let's talk about this song like and the theme now that we have all of the lyrics in the story, right? So this is a really cool story. It's a story about vengeance and like we have what I would consider to be a morally gray narrator. This wasn't just like some black and white decision. It's something that she's mulled over in her head for a long time, and even throughout this song, she's gone out of her way to sort of distinguish the different motives that she might have for what is in essence like a deadly conflict with this person, with this adversary. And she's distinguished between them, right? So you have other people are relying on her. This person has harmed them, sold them out, fed them lies, harbors hate within their own, this enemy harbors hate within their own hearts. This enemy is not a good person, but she also, like, she is not necessarily, well, she's even admitting maybe she isn't a good person either. Maybe she's not so morally righteous herself, But what I was saying is, though, she's distinguished between the different motives, right? That she definitely has like a personal motive, but then there is far-reaching motives beyond just herself. But with this climax, we kind of get the real moral quandary, which is if somebody were to hurt you and the ones you love, is it okay for you to go and kill that person as an act of vengeance? And vengeance is a really interesting thing, right? I mean, you could very easily argue like, yeah, it's totally, if someone were to kill, if someone killed my dog, I'd kill them. Like, I have a dog, he's laying around, he's laying right here. Someone came in and killed my dog, I'd kill him, straight up. And I think most people feel similarly. It's the basis for John Wick. It's why we all relate to John Wick, right? It's like, but does that make it morally right? Is it morally right for you to just now have authorization to go and kill somebody, especially for like, personal reasons and so on, right? Is it better if you're killing somebody to protect other people and that they're relying on you? What if you know that other people are relying on you to protect them, but you actually do have a personal vendetta, and deep down that all you really care about is killing that person for your own personal vendetta? Is that morally righteous? There's just it's an interesting topic to unpack and to think about, right? I mean, and let's say that you do commit this act of vengeance. What is the judgment? Because she says, judge me in the afterlife. It's like, it's an interesting thing to think about. If you kill somebody and it results in your death as well, it's like a mortal conflict. How should that judgment be? What would that judgment be? Because, I know like in a lot of religions, it's like, no, you don't just get a free pass to go and kill somebody out of vengeance. It's not a righteous thing to do, right? But then again, I mean, we all I think that everybody has that within them. Like, no, sometimes it is okay to kill somebody out of vengeance. It's like, well, I think what I'm getting at is that it's not an easy answer. Like, it's not just, you might think that it's an easy answer, but I think that there's strong arguments on both sides on like why you can't do one or the other. And anyone who would say, well, no, you definitely shouldn't kill someone out of vengeance, it's like their opinion might change if it was one of their loved ones, right? Maybe it wouldn't change though. Maybe they hold steadfast, like, no, there won't be like two murderers here, right? And I think and then a whole nother element that I haven't really even addressed is the fact that she knows that she's going to die in this conflict too. And it's like, is that okay for her to allow herself to die? That brings in a whole separate conversation, right? About, I don't want to get, YouTube scans for language, so I don't want to use any of that language, but you know what I'm getting at, right? So it's just, I guess what I'm saying is like, this is a very interesting topic and it's a very broad topic, and she's brought it about with her words and with her lyrics. Like, none of what I'm saying is like speculation or just random conjecture, right? Like, this is she's built this up in a really good way, and it's led to a very satisfying conclusion. It's maybe a little bit of, it's ambiguous in the sense that maybe we don't know if she's made the right decision or not, but it's unambiguous and conclusive in the sense that she has done it. You know, we're not sitting here thinking like, well, did she actually kill him? It's like, no, she killed him. She killed him, and she died as well. Like, at this point in the song, she's dead. The adversary's dead. Like, she's done it, and she committed an act of vengeance. And now, again, this is kind of the beauty of the theme, right? Now we all get to sit and think about it and talk about, we get to judge her now that she's dead. She's in the afterlife. Now we can sit and talk and discuss about, like, was this the right call? Is it morally righteous to commit vengeance? So even right now, I'm judging her while she's in the afterlife, right? Was it good? Was it bad? Who knows, right? So yeah, like, very cool. Really, really cool. I honestly, like I said, when I first heard the song, I listened passively, and I thought it was cool. I thought it was pretty solid. But the more I dove into these lyrics and I started thinking about them and picking them apart, I was like, these are really good, like really strong, and open a lot of doors for discussion and conversation. So, and things to think about when it comes to vengeance and death, murder, all of those things. This is a very, I used the word robust earlier, and I think that that's a good way to describe the lyrics and the themes of this song. It's a very robust song from a lyrical, thematic perspective. And that's just great. And then on top of that, like I said, we get just these awesome 3 chords. So it's like all of that comes to fruition in a really awesome way. Like they knew that they were building this story up and that this was the climax of the story. Now you could say maybe they wrote the music before the lyrics and she catered the lyrics to it, but like, again, everything is really geared towards this story of revenge, and it fits in well with I'm not judging the song based on the show, but it does fit in well with the show. And I think that this song was started by one of the creators of the show. So it's like, I think that they knew what they were doing here, and I think that they pieced all of this together in this way on purpose, and it's really great. Really, really fantastic job with these lyrics. So let's just keep going. So we get into the third chorus.